everybody, happy Wednesday. Creative Sarah here, and I have a really fun brand new project for you today. We are going to make a really cool coaster set. So if you haven't played with these, this is a really cool way to use them, especially if you're maybe going to attending a New Year's Eve party at somebody's house and you want to bring them a little hostess gift. This is a really cute idea. If you happen to have these, and our cocktail hour transfer, so many cool, like 12 different drinks on this transfer, 12 different pieces, and they fit really well on these coasters. So I'm going to show you how to use this. You could do this totally in neutral colors, black and white, without any color, but I am going to show you how you can also color some of these. So they don't have to be colored, but they can be. So it's very cool. So that's what we're going to do today. And I think, let me see, I have all my colors here. The colors I'm using, we have black, candy apple, orange peel, bumblebee, guava, couture coral, and meadow. So we kind of like we have the Skittles version minus the purple of our colors. And that is because I wanted to show you some coloring of how we can like watercolor some of these and make it really cool. All right. I need to get my comments up because, silly me, I forgot to turn on my screen to see the comments. So let me do that and we'll get right to it. Where is my, there we go. Okay. I turned it on, but it did not go on. So tomorrow we leave for Minnesota. We're going to be having our long drive out there to celebrate Christmas with Aaron's family. So that will be tomorrow. And then I'll be back. We'll drive home on Monday, New Year's Day. And on Tuesday we'll be back to work as normal. So here we go. Now I can see comments. Good deal. Well, let's see who is here. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Carol. Hi, Melinda. Thank you. Hi, did I miss Barbara? Hello, Barbara. And we have 2 Carols. All right. Awesome. I think we're good to go. And Janet. Hello, Janet. Okay. All right. So watch this, you guys. I know yesterday, if you were with me, I showed you the 70% off stuff that's still going on today. Things are selling out slowly. So, well, probably like 4 things that I showed yesterday sold out. But we still have the cool 70% off snowflakes. If you haven't gotten your snowflakes yet, that's a great item for winter if you're in a wintry cold place. We also have so many cool things. You just have to see. There is just dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of things in the 70% off. We're talking like $5, guys. So many things. There are things under $5 and then a little bit over $5. It's well worth it. I kind of think everything is under $10 in that 70% off. It's a great deal. Okay, let me flip the camera down so you guys can see. What I'm going to do is I am going to use this train. You've seen me do this before, but I have 6 that I'm going to make. So I am going to kind of lift the transfer and then place my coaster underneath so I can do like one at a time. Now, I am a margarita fan, so we have to put the margarita on here. And I want the word that should be good. Part of it's going to go off the edge. Totally fine. Totally fine. So I'm going to be using some of my multi-tools for chalking. I'm also going to be using some other things to, after I get the initial chalking done, do a little watercoloring in for color. So that is important for you guys to know. Let me get back to, okay. So, all right. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to use my black and I'm going to just kind of go over, this is the word, margarita, and then our stemmed glass, our margarita glass. I'm going to kind of go over this with the black. You could also use Storm. That is a really great color for this. And then I'm just going to kind of carefully do an outline of like the glass itself, because I want to outline it, of course, but I want to highlight the color of the margarita inside the glass. So I'm just gonna be careful with this, and after I get this black done, I'm gonna go through with a little bit of my margarita color, whatever I'm gonna choose. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of my meadow, and I'll use a stir stick. I'm just gonna take a little meadow. I'm not gonna need a whole ton. And then I'm gonna take some of our bumblebee. We don't need a whole ton. And I'm just gonna kind of mix these colors to make more of a limey green color. Let's see if I can get this to work. I'm just going to kind of fill in here, and I'm going to fill in around this lime and then down here a bit. All right, so we've got some lime on here, but that's not going to be the end. I'm also going to give a little bit of a darker edge to the actual lime, the slice of fruit that is on here. Just give it a little darker edge. And when I peel this away, we will reveal our margarita. I'm going to go ahead and, this needs to dry, and then I'm going to color in. So I'm going to set that aside. And I'm trying to think, I don't know if I should clean as I go or not. I probably would be either way. I think it's probably easier this way because if you don't clean as you go, it dries and then it's a little bit harder to clean. Okay, now that we have that done, I'm just gonna dry that. And kind of clean that off. Okay, good enough. Now let's do our next one. I'm gonna do this old-fashioned, trying to think of all the drinks, not just my favorite. And I know that I want to get the words. I can probably scooch this up a little. There we go. Now, an old-fashioned, I think, does an old-fashioned have a lemon, would you think, or a lime? Hi, Mary. Are you down in Florida? Awesome. Oh, you just got home, Barb. Awesome, awesome. I'm not completely sure. I should have probably looked this up. If you know what garnish an old-fashioned has, let me know, because I don't know. Now these have ice cubes in it, so I am gonna make the ice cubes stand out with our black. And I feel like an old-fashioned is maybe a little more of a, I don't know. I do not know. But if you have a clue about the garnish, will you please put it in the comments? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to Google it. You could Google it and tell me. That might take a second though. Cherries or green olives? Well, it has like a lemon or an orange. Is it an orange? It's either a lemon, an orange, or a lime. An orange slice is what I should have. Okay. All right. So then we'll do the orange. I have my orange peel. All right. Thank you guys. You guys are the best. And I am going to I'm gonna do the orange. So what is the color of an old-fashioned? I'm curious because, again, I don't drink them. But what's in them? Like, is it whiskey? I don't even know. But I should have researched before I started this. It's all right. This is gonna dry and I'm gonna fill it in. It will be, I think I'm gonna use the more black I put on here, the more I'm like, I need to use my board eraser for this. Just because it gets the black off so much better. See how much better it worked than the wipe? Now I'm going to clean off that inside. Whiskey. Red. They're red. So, what do? Do you put like the, does it have like the maraschino cherry juice in it or something? Oh, I don't know. Like I have that machine that makes drinks for you. Do you know what I'm referring to? And an old fashioned is one of the drinks, but I don't, so I had a bad, I'll just tell you, my college years dictated what I can drink right now. I had way bad whiskey experiences. So I stay away from it really. So that's just what the things that I can make drinks with would be tequila, rum, and vodka. And then any of the like fun flavors are good too. I definitely want to do a whiskey. I used to drink whiskey sours. I'm just going to be honest. Well, I like an amaretto sour. How many of you like an amaretto sour? Love an amaretto sour, but through my years of like, you know, when all your friends are getting married and you're at a like wedding every weekend, most places didn't have amaretto sours. And I'm not really a beer drinker. So, and at that time I was not a wine drinker either. So I would do the whiskey sour and I loved it. It was a really great drink. However, there's always a however. Can only drink so much before I think that's good. That has a cherry in it, I can already see. And I know what color. I know what color to do there. Amber color. That's what I was thinking. Kind of like the same as what I'm about to make here. Because this has... And you can't, like, they don't all fit perfectly, but I think it makes it really cool looking. And I'm going to do this whole glass. You can see, so you may not be able to see, and actually you guys probably are not seeing any of that because it's under my picture, but you can't necessarily see every thing from where you're looking, but there is definitely, you can tell where the drink stops and the, you know, it's just plain glass or whatever. I'm going to grab my detail tool and do this cherry, maraschino cherry. And often the stems are pretty red too. So we're going to get that in there, that red. Then, I'm probably gonna need to I'm gonna take a little bit of this guava here, like just a little, okay, and then and some of my yellow, and make kind of this like orangish yellowish color, and I'm just gonna apply it here, and then I'm gonna get my little squeegee. I'll use another detailed tool to kind of give that color just across the top, and then we'll be coloring it in for the rest of the way. So that's how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna apply some, and then I will apply the rest once it's dried on the outside. After I am completely done with these, I am gonna spray them with a sealant, okay? Because I do want them to be used. And I'll talk about what I use, but I'll also tell you, you can use any brand. It doesn't matter what the brand is. I just use a crystal clear sealant. This is the one I have used over and over. It's Rust-Oleum Universal Clear Durable Top Coat. Any surface, any angle. And so it's fast drying. It has a UV protectant in it in case you were using it outside. Wood, metal, plastic, masonry. This finish is called Dead Flat. It comes in so many finishes, you guys. It comes in high gloss. It comes in satin. It comes in regular gloss. It comes in sparkly finish. Like, I'm not even kidding. There are so many finishes. So just pay attention to the finish so that you know, because I was making something for somebody a long time ago and I didn't pay attention and I thought all of my cans were the same, and I literally sprayed sparkle, didn't even know I had sparkle, on a porch leaner. And I was like, I'm so sorry. If you don't like it, I will remake it. But they ended up liking it and it was totally fine. Okay. Let's do a screwdriver, and I think that's going to be pretty easy. I love a screwdriver. I don't love, I don't necessarily drink them, but it's nostalgic because my parents did. And so, I just kind of, there are some drinks that I think of because my parents drank them. Okay, so screw driver. And I believe if a screwdriver would have lemon, right? Do you guys know? Or can you look it up and tell me? And I also believe it's pretty clear. That's why I thought it would be an easy one. Uh-oh. Oh, because the surface of this is our kind of reusable finish, I think you'll enjoy being able to wipe off mistakes if you happen to make them, like what I have done already. Need another. I'm gonna do yellow for our lemon. I'm just guessing it's orange juice and vodka. Oh, so this would be orange, not a lemon. What am I thinking? I must be thinking of vodka and tonic or something, because I'm just gonna go. It's fine. Orange and yellow are pretty close. Like I said, these are not things that I drink to know, but you guys are helping me. Okay. Beautiful. And I didn't actually mess it up. That makes me happy. I don't know if you can hear Easton, but he is upstairs he got Madden 24 for Christmas. I don't know why they always have to have the newest one, It's a video game, football video game. I said red, but she's right. Orange juice and vodka. Now, okay, perfect. Perfect. You guys are helping me. This is a team effort to know my alcohol. A lot of times I will research the right colors of things before I actually do them. Just so that I know. But apparently today I was all gung-ho on this. And I just didn't think about it. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do 2 more. See, gin and tonic. Gin and tonic. And then I kind of want to do the tequila sunrise. Ooh, pina colada. I do love that as well. Gin and tonic and tequila sunrise, I think. I don't really drink mojitos and I don't drink mules, but I think those two would be really cool to put on here. But let's do gin and tonic. The gin and tonic has a really cool garnish. Hold on. We're going to lay it down like that. It has this really cool garnish with like, I'm just going to call it twigs because that's what it looks like. It's like little green twigs. So I thought that would be fun to do. Okay. Now this is clear, but it has like a lemon, ice cubes, and then that like whatever the twigs are. So I'm going to get in there with some green and yellow. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have a green right here. And we'll get this green stuff going. And then yellow for our lemon. It's a lime. It's a lime. Okay. That's okay. I have green right here. And this will be a lovely lime. Yeah. It'll be great. Okay. Gin and tonic is a lime. How do I not know that? I'm not a bartender, that's why. Oh, it looks good. It looks good. Even with my yellowish green lime. My set is starting to look pretty cool. Okay. Roll that back down. Clean it off. And then we're going to do our tequila sunrise. I mostly want to do that because the colors look really cool. All right, our last one is our tequila sunrise. Although I have not had it in a glass that looks like this. I have had it in oh, I think I better move it over a little bit. So I'm gonna guess, like, I feel like a tequila sunrise would have an orange. Do you think that too? Because it does have like all those colors. And I think it's gonna be an orange. All right, we'll start with our black as usual. Now you could totally do this all black and white. It would be really simple to do. You don't have to get like creative like what I'm doing. And I'm just outlining the edge of this with the black so you see the glass. And then I'm gonna do the inside with our tequila sunrise colors. But I am gonna make our orange and orange. Orange, or orange is yellow. I'll do like a little orange. I could do it like two-toned and kind of like ombre it in here. That's kind of cool, don't you think? I can ombre. Okay, now I am going to take some, oh, I need that. You need lots of, like, if you don't want to be continuously cleaning your stuff, you want lots of stir sticks and areas to kind of blend your colors, because I'm gonna do like that color up top, and we're gonna do some of this guava towards the bottom. I actually don't know which color should be on top and which color should be on the bottom, but all right. But it's gonna look cute, I promise. It's not really about accuracy here. And we're gonna fill that in. So once I am done with this transfer, I'm gonna go back and kind of paint, kind of like with that watercolor effect. Let's move that so I don't ruin it. Let me grab one more and just kind of give it a nice, clean. There we go. All right, everything looks good. I'm gonna give it a little, oh, I grabbed 2 towels. Don't need 2. Okay. And then I'm just gonna set that over here to dry, kind of. All right, now let's get to going. So I think our old-fashioned, I'll just give everything a once over with the dryer. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and comment VIP, where I will send you a link so you can jump into my free DIY and crafting group. You'll get more ideas, inspiration, and insider information. If you haven't joined my club, go ahead and type club in the comments. I'll send you a message with the details of how our club works, and then there will be a link that shows you how you can join. And last but not least, if you are curious about becoming a designer like me, we are independent contractors for Chalk Couture, and I can show you all the ropes. We are the #1 team in the company, so you will be in very good hands, I guarantee and I promise. All you have to do is type team. I'll send you some information. I'll give you a link to a video you can watch that explains everything, and then I can answer your questions. So there you go. Those are my keywords for the day. All right, so now we need to get to concocting. I think I'm gonna do, let me grab a little green and yellow. And I think I'm gonna do this margarita first because it looks pretty easy. Now I'm gonna add just a splash of water. That's gonna give it a kind of a watercolor effect. And I'm just gonna get in there. Okay. And I'm gonna grab my paint brushes. I have our little, I think this little 1-inch paintbrush is probably gonna be what I want. And I think the majority of the color will kind of stay towards the bottom. So you really don't need a lot. And if you don't go back in and get more, it will kind of like lighten up as you pull this up. Kind of gives you just what you need. There you go. So that is a yummy margarita. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let it dry. Okay. I don't think I need any colors for this gin and tonic. It may be, so that my ice cubes are in there. Like I could do this, I'm like, it could be just like lightly yellow, like really light. Let me clean this in my water. But I'm thinking just enough to make it not white. So let me see. I almost feel like that is too much. I'm going to dry it. I know it should be pretty clear. It's okay. It's mostly clear. But you can just kind of see there's something in there. Okay. Now, this old-fashioned. I think it's kind of an amber color, so if I took a little orange, I almost feel like I need a little brown for this. But I didn't put brown on the color list for when I was doing this. So what I think I could do is let me just dip a little of that in there and see what that does. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's kind of a amber color. Right? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm right. I think that looks really good. When you do this watercoloring, since I'm watercoloring over regular chalk paste, you kind of want to dry it right away so the water doesn't reconstitute the dried chalk and then make it bleed. And I'll grab a little, I went a little bit outside the lines, which honestly isn't a big deal, but look at that. That looks really cool. Okay. Halfway done. Screwdriver, orange juice pretty much, right? All right. I'm all about recycling what I already have. Eek. Orange juice is kind of yellowish, even though it's orange juice. I'm gonna dip in here and get some orange. And by adding a little bit, I'm giving just a tiny bit of shading on that side. And then, I guess I didn't think of this either, but I can also kind of color in the orange a little bit. I didn't do that over here, but I can do that here too. To make it a little more realistic. We got our fruit. We got to get our fruit on there. Okay. Whiskey sour. first thing I want to do is paint that cherry and dry it. So I'm going to grab a fresh, clean, and this cherry really can be solid. All right, so I'm going to dry that. Then I just need to throw some more yellow in here. And I think maybe a little amber. A little bit of our, I'm going to dry this out. A little bit of our guava. Kind of at the top. There we go. Now let's dry it. Just gonna yum delish. Now I'm gonna be ready. Okay, and my tequila sunrise. So I am using kind of these similar colors. I know that I'm gonna do kind of a guava down there, and then let me kind of scrape that off and get more of the orange from up here. And they kind of meet in the middle. Perfect. And then I'll kind of fill in this orange a little bit. There we go. Beautimus, beautimus. All right, so all of this needs to get washed away. Just wash in your, your water container. Real simple. We didn't use much. I put all of the chalk singles. So if you do not have a lot of supplies at your house and you want to try this, project, I added the chalk singles to the link here, the project supplies, so you can have these colors and do it. All of our singles are buy 5, get 1 free, so you get 6 for the price of 1. So all the colors that we used, you can do that. I think I threw in that Couture Coral, but we didn't use it. So I used the Guava more. So you could always remove that from your cart, from that link. When you look at all the supplies, you could take that color off. I didn't really use it. I didn't need to with this awesome Guava. So that's pretty easy. So as a reminder, and I'm not done because we still have to embellish. But I'm going to kind of get this cleaned up as roughly clean as I can. Get it kind of under control here. Everything just can wash with water, or, you know, like the little wipes that I have right here work well, especially for tools. Cleaning them makes your job a little bit easier. I always say that I'm doing the dishes. I have to wash all my stuff. A lot of my colors were blended, so that's why I didn't like scrape it back into the container this time, just because as I was doing it, I get a little messy, and it was definitely a little messier than normal, I would say. I'm gonna take this to my water. The black is always the hardest to clean. Anything with a lot of pigment is always harder to clean, or just a little more, I guess, tedious, you could say. Let me get this. Lots of colors. You guys are not used to me doing all the colors, but we had to. We had to make our drinks look yummy and pretty. Okay. I had to take a double take at that candy apple color because it was a little bit deeper than I'm used to. I'm like, I know I grabbed candy apple, but it looked more like cherry. However, 100% was candy apple. Okay. All right. A little swipe with the board eraser does well on cleaning this mat too. Okay, let me dry off my hands. Make sure all of these are dry. Oh, I forgot that. Now, these, remember, you're going to spray seal them. Take it to an open area so that you're not fumed out. Put a top coat. You could even Mod Podge if you wanted, or they do have a Mod Podge spray, but that still has fumes. So just be careful on that. Then these are gonna kind of be stacked into your cute little holder. Okay, You're gonna have your little drink glasses in here, and we're going to kind of embellish this a little bit. So I have a cute kind of like an embellishment. Let's see. I am going to kind of lay this out. How do I want it? Okay. That will work. Okay, so we'll press that down. I need to trim this because it wasn't like a nice good. I'm just adhering this right onto the surface of the holder. I didn't do anything to prep it. I'm just doing that. Snip that off. It moved on me. Okay. Just make sure it's straight. There we go. Now, I'm going to add, I have this like giant toothpick. I'm going to kind of put two I'm going to poke it through there. So we have like two olives. Okay. How cute is that? And I'm just gonna glue them on kind of an angle. If you had, it would be super cute if you had like lemon slices or other like fruit garnish. I did not have those. Or like dried fruit garnishes, like real. That would be real cool. These are, they're fake olives. They came on olive branches that I got from the Dollar Tree a while back. So that's cool. And then I'm just gonna take another snippet of, oops, I just dropped my drying tool. I'm gonna take another snippet of ribbon and just kind of, I just need to find out which, this will work. Okay, just I definitely don't need this much, but I'm gonna tie it and then I'll cut it off. There we go. Maybe a little shorter on this one. All right, so we have a little snippet. And it's cute. You got your little garnish. And then let's do this one out in the front. Look how cool. You have your entire little gifty here ready to go. So we have our gin and tonic. Old fashioned. Screwdriver. Margarita, I can't read upside down. Whiskey sour. And tequila sunrise, all in this cute container. And from someone who uses coasters, it's a thing. I love them. There you go. Your drink themed coaster set. It's a great gift for anyone out there. It's also great for you. You can do it in any color scheme you want. If you just want black and white or gray and white, that would be a really cool way to do it as well. So then it's neutral for your recipient of your gift. But there you go. All right, you guys. For real, make a couple cents. I know. Every time we go somewhere, can bring a little hostess gift. Next up, we definitely have to do the serving tray. So that will be next. Not today, but next time. So thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me. Don't forget the 70% off sale going on through the 1st. And what else? I'm going to have videos for the rest of the week because we're going to Minnesota, but enjoy those. There are going to be some really cool new things, so you want to check it out. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Have an amazing New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.